Hey, squaddies, gather around, because the Princess of Wales has stepped out today, and oh boy, today's optics are a lot. Today's big event? Get ready for this one. The Future Workforce Summit, hosted by the Royal Foundation Business Task Force for Early Childhood at Salesforce in the City of London. Yes, that's the official title. Don't choke on the keenery. We are truly back in the era of big girl speeches and big girl suits. So, Kate skipped all the photo ops around her business task force last year, but today? Today was a full repeat of her 2023 corporate cosplay era. Grey suit, white ruffled blouse, and the mandatory tight smile of someone delivering a book report they did not write. And the message she brought to business leaders? Give parents more vacation time. Coming from someone whose work schedule can be measured in single digits per month. It's giving do as I say while I vacation on yachts and ski chalets. Now, let's talk about the speech itself. Look, credit where it's due. Kate tried. She read the script beforehand, she put on a little pizzazz, and she actually articulated full sentences. But the problem is the same as always. She has zero professional work experience. She has no real-world employment history. She has never worked a 9 to 5, never balanced career and childcare, never had to worry about parental leave or job instability. So whenever she speaks to the corporate world, it always feels like watching someone play pretend. And yes, this sparked the ongoing debate. Is Kate using AI voiceovers in her Mother Nature videos? Well, based on today's speech, nope. That was all her, stilted, overpronounced, and with that signature, I practice this in the mirror, cadence. Now, squaddies, we need to talk. Because the reaction online today wasn't even about the speech. It was about Kate's appearance. People are genuinely alarmed. Kate looked thin in photos, but in motion. She looks exhausted, drawn, almost haunted. Her face is gaunt, her hands are skeletal, her hip bones are visible through those tailored pants. The heavy weave only emphasizes how fragile she appears. This isn't shade. This is genuine concern. Something is off. Loose blouses, ruffled collars, oversized jackets. These feel like attempts to camouflage dramatic weight loss. And for someone constantly photographed, that says something. Even the scar on her face is more visible under the thick makeup. The hair, over-processed, overly thick, suspiciously wig-like, and honestly, it overwhelms her frame. Something is wrong, and the palace's obsessive privacy only amplifies the concern. Meanwhile, on the same day, the Maternal Mental Health Alliance published a letter from Kate, highlighting a new exhibition on maternal mental health. But if this work was so important, why wasn't she there? Why no appearance? Why no engagement? Work from home, work from the wig room, work from the school run. A letter is not a public engagement. A letter is PR. Kate consistently does the bare minimum, and the palace packages it as major advocacy work. But at this point, it's obvious. She's not well, she's not present, and she's not leading anything. These initiatives run themselves, and she shows up for the photo. Even royal reporters can't hide it anymore. Let's address what everyone keeps whispering: the hair. It has never been this thick. Not during the engagement, not during the early years, not ever. The volume is suspicious. The curls overwhelm her face. If she simply tied it back into a sleek pony or low bun, she would look 10 times more polished. But right now, the styling makes her look even more fragile. Some people are even wondering if the sudden change is a response to hair loss, possibly from stress, illness, or even treatment. We don't know, but the contrast is startling. So, squaddies, that was the big event. Kate's Big Girl Business Task Force Extravaganza. A speech that sounded like a book report, a message that contradicts her lifestyle, an appearance that has people deeply concerned, and a palace strategy that's starting to crumble under its own secrecy. Something is going on with the Wales family, and the public can feel it. So my absolute take about this is that my problem with this stuff is that yes, a healthy home environment is beneficial in a multitude of ways. Whether it's school for children and young adults, and for working adults to not leave one stressful environment for another potential stressful environment. That said, none of this addresses the root causes of what could cause that stress. Higher wages, higher earners paying a fair share of taxes, government programs for childcare and after-school care being available, training for roles being easily accessible to make wage growth easier to attain. If you're going to work with businesses and the government, those are the things that you should be asking for and championing. Tenderness and love isn't going to get the results you need. I know that they love to say that the royal family has to thread the needle when it comes to political involvement, but you can't get involved in these type of things if you're not going to actually get involved. You would have been better suited to focus on literacy for early childhood than their environment if you don't want to point out all of those other things. Kate clearly knows nothing about Salesforce. She needs to stop playing expert because it's embarrassing. She needs to invite real experts and let them give the speeches. Period. So there you have it, squaddies. And it's a wrap. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more royal deep dives.